no escape from reality. Open your eyes.
That was a note. You were singing goat? What are you?
I'm just harmonizing. I thought it was dead on. I thought I had it. I didn't nail it.
On this day in music history, 1991, Freddie Mercury died of AIDS, and he announced that he had AIDS the day before.
Oh, wow. Surprise!
Yeah.
I guess it's inevitable. I'm gone. I'm just going to let you people know. This is it.
Were you a fan?
No.
No?
I mean, I like this because I think it's well-crafted music. It's not my kind of music.
But his voice, and
Yeah.
he wrote,
Yeah, it's...
99% of Queen's music.
Yeah. When I found out he was gay, I was so surprised.
Yeah.
Just what a shock.
Well, when I was a kid, I had no idea. When I was buying my first Queen albums, Killer Queen, even on through this one, I didn't.
Just so you know, the name of the band was Queen.
Yeah, well.
Just so you know.
So, I figured there was already a king of rock and roll. There might as well be
and
Queen.
the lead singer was a Queen.
No, he did dress up. Well, he did in a couple videos later on down the line.
And he kind of dressed down.
So, yeah, the Queen continues on. They continue, with a voice like this, it's always the case. Journey had that voice. Oh, Steve Perry, you can't replace that voice, and they found a way. They continue on with Adam Lambert from American Idol.
Nice.
I mean, Adam Lambert, heck of a singer. Still not quite Freddie.
No. Yeah, his voice.
They also did a tour, which I was like, what? The lead singer of Bad Company?
Yeah.
Paul Rogers? I'm like, how does that work? And it actually worked pretty well. Here's Paul Rogers. Not bad.
Yeah, still not to say he does have did have such a unique voice. I think it's those buck teeth he had that really gave it that timbre that you needed.
This is, of course, Bad Company has their whole library of their own hits. Feel like making love. There was a guy, so the whole thing is how to replace a one-of-a-kind voice. This guy from Canada, Mark Martel, entered a competition for a Queen competition. Check this out from Canada.
Mark Martel, Somebody to Love audition. Here we go. With the Dirty Stash. Each morning I get up, I tired.
Oh, nice.
Can barely stand on my feet. Take a look in the mirror and cry. Lord, what you doing to me? I spent all of my years in belief.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's as close as I think you can get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Needless to say, he won the competition.
Yeah, I would say. Didn't we early on do a thing on Bono and just how hard it is to imitate him?
And then we did...
Oh, yeah, it was called Tim Mahoney. I remember.
Anyway, 1991, Freddie Mercury passed away at the age of 45.
Oh, my God, he's younger than me.
Huh?
Younger than me.
Yeah. This, of course, is Freddie. Back to Freddie. All right, so we got a big show today. We got comedian Joe Cocozzello coming in. Hey, there was shootings in Minneapolis overnight. Yeah, good times. We're going to hear from Anonymous, who was trying to take down ISIL. There's some chick...
You just named him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Some chick going viral with her Dear ISIL message. Turkey shoots down a Russian plane. That's not going to be an issue.
Right before Thanksgiving. See what they did there?
Turkey. Naughty Turkey. We got travel updates. Hilarious stuff from Butterball Crank phone calls by Stephen Colbert. Lots to talk about, but let's get this show started, shall we?
We shall.
Congratulations. You found the Twin Cities hit show.
Very well. Where do I begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention?
You're lucky to be here.
Thank you, sir.
Reach for this one.
And now, a real hit show.
Oh, man, that sounds great. I wish I could join you. I'm just so jammed up. I'm totally off the grid, you know what I mean?
Live from the Twin Cities.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
It's the Twin Cities hit show.
I'm ready to go in, Coach. Just give me a chance.
Coming to you live from the Alive and Social Network studios.
I know there's a lot riding on it, but it's all psychological. Just gotta stay in a positive frame of mind.
And now, let's get this hit show started.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Sounds like the cops are coming.
Sounds like a code blue in room 416.
Yeah, there was, good times last night. What the heck? Out in what? It was in front of the 4th precinct?
It was a block away. It was way removed.
Happened about 10:45 last night.
Yeah. Now these allegedly, and I'm sure you're going to play this clip, but allegedly it was the white supremacists, and they had been posting some videos where they're driving to this thing wearing sporting a gun last week, saying we're going to disrupt the protest, and who knows if it's the same guys or part of the same movement or whatever.
Well, here's some of the radio chatter. This might sound familiar to you, being a veteran of the police force.
Getting reports of possibly 3 shots. There's 5 suspects. Somebody's stating there's a group of white supremacists that started shooting in the area. 5 suspects total.
461. We've arrived. There's a large group coming towards us.
Does this sound real?
Yeah.
On 14th from Plymouth.
Have a large group coming northbound.
402.
So, found this on the internet. I was trying to find a report, and then what?
The police clips?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So does this ring a bell with you?
Yeah, old police clips. Police clips and I had a little falling out. He blocked me. I can't get his stuff anymore. He doesn't like me because I said something that he didn't like.
Oh, I'm not sure if I got it from that dude, but
no, it is. All this stuff comes from Minnesota police clips.
So what's going on? What do you think?
I think the whitey's just fighting to bring it back. You can't protest, you coloreds. We're whitey. Stay out of our neighborhood.
First of all, I didn't know we had that going on up here. I didn't think that was a thing.
And honestly, I think to categorize them as white supremacists might be a tad premature. I know I saw some of the tweets from Black Lives Matter where they were saying some racist stuff. I get that. Doesn't mean they're supremacists. It means they're idiots. And it means they're certainly trying to incite things. But I think these guys maybe see themselves as the defenders of the police, but all they do is complicate everyone's life. And there's no statement, there's no organized group. I think it's a bunch of guys like, let's get together and drive down there and see what we can shake up.
When you start firing a gun into a crowd, well,
it sounds like, from what I understand,
you're making bad life choices.
I think so. I think the whole thing, I'm sorry, is a bad life choice for all of these people. I'm sorry, Black Lives Matter.
By the way, this is music from a band called Rebel Sun.
Oh, Jesus.
The name of the song is Quit Your Bitchin'.
Classy. The guy, actually, his day job, he's a brain surgeon. And then it's cool that he just takes the time out to do this music. But I think where was I going with this? Black Lives Matter, blah, blah, blah. What was I talking about?
No one.
Oh, yeah.
There were no fatalities last night, right?
Right. So these guys march into the crowd. The crowd kind of escorts them out. And I'm sure they're plenty vocal, and they're probably wearing offensive buttons and crap. And so the Black Lives Matter crowd kind of says, get out of our protest. And they kind of escort them out. And they kind of shuffle them down about a block.
You saw a video of this?
No, this is from what I'm getting from Black Lives Matter's tweets that went out last night.
And what do you know? What do they look like? Are they big, muscly, skinhead people with tattoos, or they're certainly not like Big Bang Theory nerds, are they?
No, I don't think so. The video I saw of the dudes in the van the other day, they were trying to hide their identities mostly, but as I recall, they kind of had the crew cut, almost skinhead look. Kind of military-looking dudes, and apparently these guys last night were wearing bullet-resistant vests, so they were loaded and ready to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we have, I think he claims to be the leader of their little organization on the phone. Hello, sir, are you there? Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Right. Hey. Settle down. Yeah. No. We're gonna have to let you go. Okay.
One question, sir. Sir, you get a word in with this guy.
Really? Yeah. Shouldn't cost that much to rent a double wide. I know. I'd be mad too. Okay, they're not taking your jobs. Goodbye. Okay.
I'll tell you what, though. Okay, I know slightly, and that was serious, of course, because he called it. So thank you for calling in, sir.
Yeah, thank you for calling in. Colleen won't even call in. Where is Colleen?
She's on the run.
Oh, hey, this is like easy math. Shit goes down last night.
Yeah?
This morning, Colleen's not here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
I see what happened there. Very nice.
Yeah.
This is all over the country. All my cops. Oh.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm allergic to racism. All my cops' websites and all these campus safety emails and everything. Everyone's talking about this. This is what everyone wants. It's the flashpoint, and the tinder is lit, the wood is stacked, and we are ready to go. Are you going to talk about Dayton commenting on the videotape?
Whether to release it or not?
Yeah. So
what did he say?
Dayton, as the governor of the state, is the head of the BCA, which is the main state agency investigating this. So he's exercising his power as the executive leader of the BCA and saying, I get to view the video. And he did. And then he commented on the video, which I'm a little uncomfortable with because they keep saying, let's not talk about it. We don't want to compromise the investigation.
Yeah.
And he said in his drunken speech that I looked at the video and it doesn't appear that there's much that's real conclusive. I really didn't see much. And it's kind of the same thing we've been hearing. There's a bunch of video pieced together. You don't see the actual incident. You don't see the gun grab that's the police say happened. And it's really not real conclusive. But he said this is just one little clip, and I can't say much more than that. I think the feds are going to be pissed that he got on the news and even talked about that much.
What's with the 17 people shot? Where is that?
New Orleans. And
that's
I don't have
unrelated
to completely unrelated. This one's funny in that it's funny. I'm sorry. They were filming a rap video.
17 injured.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
It is.
I tell you.
This one's Darwinism. Seriously, 17 people get shot. They get together to film a rap video in New Orleans. They don't. It's not a sanctioned. We're going to have the police aware. We're not going to have security. Mm-hmm. And they bring all these rappers together to film a video, and they all shoot each other.
They got into an argument?
Yes. I don't know what. That's exactly. 17 people shot.
The heck?
Yeah.
So there wasn't, it was, not racism.
No. Not unless they hate themselves.
Well.
Yeah. That's just Darwinism.
That's theory. They could use some therapy.
So this is off CNN 17 hours ago now. But a shooting in New Orleans Park left 70 people injured. Police say they know there are hundreds of witnesses who have yet to come forward. Weird, they're not coming forward. And what they know. Several hundred people, estimates range between 300 and 500, gathered at Bunny Friend Playground for an impromptu music video. Oh, do we have sound coming out? All right, they can't hear that.
You do.
Gathered, the New Orleans Police Department said in a statement. Witness told police that both groups left the park on foot immediately after the shooting. Officers were already en route to break up the gathering when the shooting broke out. 10 women and 7 men, 11 of them younger than 21, were injured and received treatment at area hospitals.
God, they're so lucky no one died. How the heck are you firing into a crowd? You hit 17.
Yeah.
Man.
It's pretty amazing. Should we play the clip?
I don't know. We haven't. I hate doing this. All right. Go for it, I guess. I don't know. This is the police chief?
Yeah, it sure looks like it here.
Continues to go out loud and clear to those involved in this shooting. We are coming after you.
Yeah.
We're going to bring every resource to bear to make sure that we find you and that we put you behind bars. This brazen act of violence, an act that I think is akin to domestic terrorism.
Akin.
Dead is dead.
Akin.
Whether it's national terrorism or domestic terrorism. One of the grandmothers told me last night, it's a damn shame that young kids can't even breathe fresh air at the playground. And we're not going to tolerate that, not in this city.
All right.
Not in our city, not on our watch.
Okay,
so here's the message to those guys who did the shooting last night. You can't run.
Yeah.
You can't.
You can't hide, I bet.
We're not going to tolerate that in our city. We've never had a crisis like this in our city. There have never problems in New Orleans. There's not shootings. There's not flooding. There's no racism.
Our guest arrived, and you've given him a headset that is like tangled to
We're lucky we got as far
Built to fail. I could not succeed in that situation.
Chuck wanted to set you up a little trap there.
That was beautiful. Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Joe. What a pleasure.
You made it without getting shot. Shootings all over the city last night is over.
I slept through all of it.
Yeah, it is right outside your front door.
Where do you live? What part of town?
Right here in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Just around the corner.
Where were you at the hour?
Now I don't want to give away my location because it was just up the shootings in my
Where were
nice
you?
nice shooting-free neighborhood.
Where were you at the hour of 10:45, Joe?
I was asleep on my couch because I fell asleep watching that silly. Okay, it's good, the Jessica Jones thing, but can we all admit that I just because it's us boys, I feel like I can say this.
Oh, yeah. Get dirty.
I think it's a comic book show for girls.
What show are we talking about?
Jessica Jones.
I've never.
Are you guys not the comic book guys?
No.
Well,
the Marvel movie.
I thought Rusty was.
I do. I dabble. I'm not a fanatic.
Well, Marvel and Netflix have just kind of joined forces, and they're doing these like made for Netflix shows, and some are like CW has a show. They're like branching out and getting into the crappy, like, because you cannot make a good comic book like TV show. The budget isn't there. It needs to be the crazy CGI. We need to.
So
we
Flash,
expect something.
The Flash, you're not into, or you watching?
No, I dug it, but you have to lower your standards because you're not going to get. You're going to get a lot more dialogue, a lot less flashiness.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You get like every once in a while he'll vibrate a bunch,
and then he zips with a flash of light.
Yeah, it's great. Like,
how about Gotham? I'm getting into Gotham. I was recommended watch Gotham, and I'm getting into it.
Okay,
and then
they're in their second season now, right?
Yeah,
it's like.
I'm behind. I know it was Netflix.
Can you swear on this?
No. What the hell?
Okay. All right.
No, go ahead.
Hey,
fucking swear.
Okay. Well, the last one I was on, same room, like different show.
Oh, yeah.
And, it was my episode was the only explicit episode
ever.
The Geek Show
of the Geek Show, because as Shannon will make sure that I just got a little loosey goosey.
She cracked out.
Icelandic. They brought some Icelandic vodka, and it was just got a little.
Oh, that's on them. That's on them.
They knew what they were getting into.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone else didn't, but Shannon did.
She had a did. We just went down about the shooting last night out in front of the 4th Precinct. They think white supremacists.
Oh man!
Came on by and
really
shot and injured 5 people.
White supremacists.
Yeah.
They gotta just chill out with that white supremacy.
Yeah.
Haven't they figured? Isn't there like scientific proof now?
But they're too dumb to read the proof. They don't get it. Oh, we got another caller. Hold on. Yes, sir. Well, you were there?
Sir. One question.
I think it's the same guy.
One question. Sir.
Yes. We're going to have to let you go. Again, have a good Thanksgiving and peace and love and word out. Yeah.
You've got the news on. Yeah. You guys stay relevant here.
This is a battle center. We're ready.
How about that Donald Trump, by the way, doubling down that he saw thousands in Jersey.
Yeah.
Why back celebrating about ISIS? Here, listen to the recap here.
The denials by fact checkers and local police only seem to make Trump more convinced that he did, in fact, see thousands of Muslim Americans.
He's being presented facts, and he's more convinced that he saw it. Hold on.
11. He repeated the claim in Ohio last night and blamed the media for the controversy.
Well.
Nobody believes me. Some people believe me. By the way, thousands of people believe me because they saw it.
In Columbus, Ohio, Trump told a supportive crowd he's right, even if the video he claims he saw doesn't exist.
So I have some good people. And they checked, and believe me, it's being cleared off. Plenty of stuff.
For a few hours Monday, Trump got some backup from his closest GOP rival, Dr. Ben Carson, who said he saw news footage of Muslims celebrating too.
Did you see that happening, though, on 9/11?
I saw the film of it. In New Jersey. Yeah.
That was at 2 p.m. By 5, Carson's camp was telling CBS News Dr. Carson is really not standing behind the statement he made today.
I changed my mind on this one.
He saw was from the Middle East.
Yeah,
probably the least racist person on earth.
But Trump is also under fire for tweeting out a statistic he saw showing that most whites who are murdered were killed by blacks. Actually, the opposite is true. Trump said last night he shouldn't have to check every fact he sends to his 5 million followers.
For God's sake. It just gets better and better. And I forgot what her quote was. She says he's standing by what he said or whatever. Oh, I forgot.
He shouldn't have to check every fact that he sends President Trump should not have to know facts.
How is he still running his own fucking Twitter? Isn't there levels of like where like, you know what? He's like, I want to tweet out this stupid fact, and they're like, you know what, sir? Tweet this out for me. And then they're like, you know what, sir? I'm gonna change this a little bit, and we're gonna talk about the.
You're fired.
Yeah.
You know why he runs his own Twitter? Because no one could do it to his standards of. He's just such
no
an
one could write
ass.
as Trump. You
Yeah.
don't think it's someone?
No
could
one's
write,
that good.
Yeah, I think that
No one's that good.
a room full of comedians getting paid, but like to sit at the W Hotel in Manhattan, like just like and. Room service taken care of in
And
like
you'd be
some
like, no,
deluxe
you
suite.
can't write that. That's outrageous. He won't.
Oh, no,
he'll
no, what are you
he'll
talking
drop
about?
in the ratings, and instead he goes up.
The Hilton, right? Like it would
Yeah.
be Hilton, not the W.
Oh, not the.
Yeah.
Or what about the Trump? He would
Oh,
stay at the Trump
would-
Towers.
Of course it would be.
You probably get half price rooms if you're working for Donald.
Half price.
How much is Hillary paying Donald to do this?
I know. It's
Wait, is
brilliant.
she staying at the Trump Towers?
No, I'm
to
convinced
do the shit he does.
that Donald's like, here, I'll do you
Oh,
a solid. I'm going to
Okay.
go out here and say outrageous things that don't make sense, racist things. I'm just going to mess up the GOP for you because I love you, Hillary.
Yeah,
it's you and I. We're going to pull this stunt off.
And then and then Trump's gonna get like some extra like hotel game from the government. All government
Oh, yeah, probably.
all government employees now must stay at Trump hotels, like some sort of like little bag end.
I hope he ends up being the White House spokesperson.
Oh yeah, just like make him an emissary to Europe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Nice.
How soon would
Give him what did Hillary do? Like they like sent her to fucking China and shit. they just like they just fucked with her.
Yeah.
She traveled
for
like
4 years.
She
but got to
traveled more
see-
than every secretary and than any Secretary of State before. She was
Really?
all over the
She
world.
was everywhere. They're like, hey, and like every time she got back to the White House, they're like, oh, by the way, India called. They need you to go. There's like a big problem with shit in the river.
You can come right back. It's just a weekend
It's just a
thing.
weekend in India. Just got to clear up this whole river shit conundrum.
Hey,
Oh,
seriously,
dang.
we
Hey,
appreciate
since
this.
you're over there, why don't you head over to...
Yeah, does Mongolia still exist? You should probably hit that up. Like, just swing by on the way home.
Just shake some hands, pat some backs.
Hillary.
Don't make eye contact and put this towel over your head.
Would you mind handling that Benghazi situation for us, Hillary? That'd be great. Do it by email if you could.
Yeah, if you
Use your email. Use your email. I think that's the best way of communication.
You know,
She was just sick of leaving.
like I'm
can I
She's like, you know what? I'm just
send
going to
an
send a
email?
fucking email in the one goddamn email she sends.
Where's her dick pic, by the way? It's got to be out there.
You know, at least Bill sent one from her phone.
Yeah.
Like accidentally. Like if she doesn't have a dick, at least there's a dick pic from her phone. But there'll be a controversy in the future. Don't worry.
That's all right. None of this is going to matter because we're all going to go to war after yesterday, and the whole world is going to blow up. Turkey shot down a Russian jet. Here's from CBS real quick.
Good morning. The Turkish military said they gave 10 warnings over the course of 5 minutes that the Russian warplane was flying over its airspace.
You better stop. I said stop.
They
Go
said
away.
they got no reply, and that's when Turkish F-16 fighter jets opened fire.
That was authentic Turkey dialogue.
Video shot from below shows the Russian warplane plummeting toward the ground in
that's
flames
no good.
before impact. At least one parachute was seen descending after the strike. Unverified video posted by Syrian rebels from the area appears to show a motionless Russian crewman. The rebels say he's dead, though it's unclear, if true, whether he died in the initial strike or whether he was killed in crossfire on the ground. Russian helicopters were then seen flying over the area of the crash in an apparent search and rescue operation for its lost crew. The Russian Defense Ministry confirmed that one of its Su-24 fighter jets was downed by ground fire, but insisted the plane remained in Syrian territory. A U.S. official confirms to CBS News that the Russian plane was in Turkish airspace. It was close, but it was in Turkish airspace.
Just
now,
over the
downing of
line.
a fighter jet not only underlines the fact that U.S. aircraft are flying in very crowded skies over Syria. Russia and Turkey are on opposite sides. Russia backs the Assad regime. Turkey, the rebels that Russia has been bombing. Turkey is also a NATO ally. The Kremlin has called it a very serious incident, and NATO is calling for an emergency meeting this afternoon.
But they were in the space. You gotta stay in your space. You can't go on the other guy's space. That's, of course, you got 10 warnings.
You got that's 10. Even it's like you hear over the radio, you're like, oh boy, Russian, they're drunk on vodka, whatever. However, Russian pilots have to get up in those pieces of shit airplanes, those fucking potato burners. Like, just,
I hate my life. Let's go.
At least I'm away from the fucking 17th kiss we made. All right, fucking, yes, of course. And then over the radio comes. Like 10 times, you're like, dude, I think we're in the fucking Turkey airspace. Like, they go stuff themselves. We go over here back to Syria. Like, it's.
I just want to say hello. Hello, Turkey. How are you? Holy boom.
Dude, it's.
And now.
And it was a warship. It was a warship. So it wasn't like, it wasn't like
fishing
a
boat or
commercial
immigrants
liner.
or...
Like, we got to stay. Everybody stop fucking with commercial liners. Can we do that as a world? Can we just stop? They look different.
I'm willing. I'll sign that. Yeah.
I'm in to not. I promise. I'll sign a thing that says I will not ever shoot down a commercial jet ever.
Good. Yeah. All right. That sounds like a plan. Now the problem is Putin's backed in a corner because he's Mr. Macho. So one of his jets gets shot down.
I know.
And now he's gonna go. Okay, we gotta go big. We gotta go after him now. We're going after Turkey. They shot down our jet.
Putin from Jersey. I'm Putin.
Did you guys watch the Winter Olympics?
Yeah.
When they were hosted in Russia?
Are those on TV?
Yeah, it was one. Yeah, it was. It's just a celebration of American pride.
Yeah.
Just kicking the crap out of people and whatever that sport is where you ski and you shoot a gun and then you ski again.
Oh, sport ball stick with the long sticks. Yeah.
Yeah, decathlon. Oh, there it is. There's video of that Russian plane on our studio monitor.
Mayday.
And this concludes our flight.
Oh.
Yeah, Putin's not going to take this sitting down. He's going to do something.
Those planes are expensive.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh, boy.
There will be no drink service on this.
Well, yeah.
And that concludes the in-movie. The in-flight movie.
So, I said before that this weird thing where ISIS was taking on everyone and we were all going to start kicking ISIS's ass.
And it just started.
It did, but then you get all the bullies to get, no, I want to kick his ass this way. No, me first. And then the fight breaks out.
Why would you shoot down a Russian jet?
Thanksgiving.
Turkey?
It's Thanksgiving.
just let's everybody just chill out.
This obsession with
everybody
turkey.
has to know that everybody's up there and we're all just chilling.
We're all just chilling.
Everybody's just
We're all
chilling
just
up
bombing, doing our thing, just chilling, bombing stuff,
Trying not
blowing
to
shit up.
start a third fucking world war. Like we're just
kidding.
all like on the precipice.
Can we just get through
Does
New Year's
anyone
Eve?
else feel like it's just like just imminent? Like it's just one weirdo going, he's too close to me. Blah, 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 blah. Like, and then it's just everybody's hitting the red buttons.
That's all it's going to take. I just wanted to make it through New Year's Eve. First the Super Bowl, but now that the Vikings suck, we can just end it after the New Year's, I guess. So there's this gal going viral. She has a Dear ISIL video. We'll play just a moment of this. We'll listen to her.
Dear ISIL, I wanted to be one of the first to congratulate you on your graduation from the level of scum to the peak of pusillanimous maggots.
What? Whoa.
I must say, personally, I am impressed at how quickly you progressed to that stage, but not in the least bit surprised that you finally did make it. You have most certainly turned all of the heads that you have not sawed off and managed to grasp the attention of the world. And to think, you only had to slaughter roughly 10,000 innocent men, women, and children to do so.
Don't get cheerleaders angry.
For the last 2 years, I have sat in the comfort of my home watching your power-hungry posse of misfits terrorize the world, all while listening to your vitriolic diatribe and farcical sense of reasoning for annihilating
She's
those
choosing
whom you
great
call
words, so I'm glad she had a
in the name
thesaurus
of the law.
nearby.
It is my understanding,
Did you say
after having
Thoris?
educated myself on the
Thesaurus.
foundation of your brutality and the origin of your beliefs, that you will stop at nothing until you accomplish
I'm not
writing
everything being
essays.
what your God says everything.
You know what it reminded me? It reminded me of that skit they've done a few times on Saturday Night Live.
Welcome, everyone, to Woodbridge High School's Student Theater Showcase.
Written and directed by us, the students.
Have you seen this?
Before we begin,
I like this better.
a warning. Tonight's performance may cause extreme bouts of progress.
Now, without further ado, please enjoy Mirror to America, a reflection of you.
Oh,
I like it better.
It's the same cadence. It's the
Dear
same.
ISIF, now that you have beheaded multiple people while I sit in the comfort of my Western home.
I have a party.
Anyway, she's getting, of course, Facebook comments like, "Oh, she should be our president." Oh, blah, blah,
for
and it's
God's
like,
sake.
come
Oh my
on,
God.
No.
Oh God.
come on.
Although, I'll
These
take
are
her
the
over Trump.
voters.
I'll take her over Trump.
Yes.
Plus, she sounds cute. Trump is not
Let's
cute.
make her Secretary of the State.
Hey, yeah.
Dang, you just posed a good question. Would I rather have Rambo cheerleader or Donald Trump?
You drew first blood, not me.
What? Oh, someone else is called, and he would like to be president. I'm sorry. Yes, sir. There's the caller there. What? You're breaking up. You got to get better cell service. Can anyone understand this guy?
Yeah, I hate Jews. I heard that part.
I think I heard a broop, broop. Like, I think he's a Jamaican man.
I thought I heard German Lives Matter.
Talk about Ja.
Thank you, sir. And again, have a happy Thanksgiving. All right? Happy Thanksgiving. Okay.
Ja will provide.
He won't hang up.
Wow.
My computer's broke. I blame Obama. We are pushing up near a
Who
break.
are these people, and why would they need to talk about the Russia? I love that CNN just grabs 4 people with camera. You, by a camera, come here.
You, middle-aged white man.
Hold on a microphone. Come here.
Do you have an opinion, middle-aged white man? Get on our TV.
And they're all in just different parts of the world. Hey, I'm just chilling in France. I was over here doing a story on this other thing, but to come in and talk about this because I'm the closest.
Yeah, that happens. A plane crashes in Indonesia, and they go to somebody in Belgium.
Yeah, hey, I'm the closest. I'm not going to go over there because it's really shitty over there right now. I'm going to stay over here in this nice ski resort. Just get it real tight. Get it tighter. And like as soon as you pull out a little bit, there's like a fucking cotton candy machine.
Yeah.
And like a bunch of strippers. Like, it's just, there's a mountain of snow of like, he's on a ski resort. He's just in a chalet, like in...
Mitch, are you going skiing after this report? No, I'm investigating.
I'm investigating the slopes.
Well, we are winning one war that we're not hearing about, and it's that ongoing war on drugs. Have you heard about this from the Coast Guard?
We're on the verge of victory.
This morning, the U.S. Coast Guard is celebrating a massive drug bust off the coast of Central and South America. It's part of an historic year in the battle. Investigators say about 80% of the cocaine smuggled into this country is brought up the Pacific coast, packed in small boats and even submarines.
Whoa. We traveled by boat to the Coast Guard cutter Berthoff, 7 miles off the coast of San Diego. On board, we found dozens of pallets piled high with 50,000 pounds of cocaine.
Wow.
The drug dealers should hit the Coast Guard. They would never expect a big strike of little boats all coming back for their cocaine that's already here in the country now. Like, it's...
All those pallets
That's what they should do. They should let them get arrested. Then they let them take the cocaine back to our country, and then they steal it the fuck back when it's here in the borders.
All those, I guess, all those pallets had to Charlie Sheen written on it, and with no real address. They just knew where he was.
Yeah, can we? Who's that? What's his name? Charlie. What's that guy's name? Charlie Rose.
Yeah.
Oh God, he just pains me. Is he like 150 years old yet?
I like Charlie Rose. Yeah, I like Charlie Rose.
Evidently, at this point, they've got the Coast Guard cutter, and they've come out from, and they've got the drugs.
Word on the street is he does not say no to happy hour, and is out almost every night. And if you watch him, especially for the first hour, you're like, dude, you're getting a little too old to be.
Yeah. Okay, I like him again. I like him again. That's all it took.
You may want to try some cocaine before you come in. Did you ever see Flight? With Denzel Washington?
Yeah. No.
That's a good one.
That's based on a true story. That jet ended up upside down.
I can barely fly as it is.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I saw that movie, it might turn me off. It would just get me into traveling by train.
That is one of the most intense plane crash scenes ever filmed. It was really cool. All right, we do have to take a break. We are going to talk travel, though, including airline travel and crank phone calls to the Butterball Turkey folks. And how Adele, in my opinion, would be great for terrorism and torture. That's just my opinion.
The Twin Cities Hit Show. We'll be right back.
Third Street Brewhouse, built on a perfect site in Cold Spring, Minnesota, combining the state-of-the-art brewing facility with exceptional water. Hello, did we mention Cold Spring, Minnesota? They have a dream team of world-class brewers, resulting in unprecedented crafted beers. The core styles of Bitter Black IPA, Lost Trout Brown Ale, and Rise to the Top Cream Ale are intriguing yet satisfying. And look forward to seasonal and specialty beers. Nothing fancy, no fuss. It's all about the beer at 3rd Street Brewhouse. let your computer problems drive you mad. We are MacMen, Minnesota's premier tech consultants and problem solvers for Macs, mobile devices, troubleshooting, training, and much more. No more dragging your computer all over town because we come to you. We love making house calls to your home or small business. MacMen. Call 612-345-8005.
The Rusty Gatenby Review is the entertaining show about entertainment from movies, music, and more. Award-winning TV guy Rusty Gatenby and his review is the podcast with the biggest cast in entertainment, part of the Alive and Social Network. You can get that Minnesota connection to Hollywood and beyond any time of the day or night simply by clicking on the RustyGatenbyReview.com. That's the RustyGatenbyReview.com, part of the Alive and Social Network.
Introducing the Twin Cities' newest transportation app, Cruise. C-R-U-Z, with no surge pricing ever.
Cruise to that brewery.
Cruise to that concert.
Cruise to that ball game.
Cruise home from that party.
I like Tom Cruise.
No kidding.
I do.
Sensing a pattern? Cruise. That's C-R-U-Z, the new app that saves you money with no surge pricing ever. Book in advance and save even more with Cruise. Download the Cruise app. Follow him on Twitter @Time2Cruise to get weekly ride discounts.
Whenever you booze, use Cruise.
Download Cruise right now on iOS or Android.
You're listening to the Twin Cities Hit Show. Say it 3 times fast. We just dare you.
Baby, what you doing now? You're pissing me off.
So, Joe, how long have you been doing this comedy thing?
Since 1999. I think we're on 16 years now.
Did Prince's song inspire you in some way? You said it's 1999. I got a party.
I graduated high school, and a friend of mine, John McMahon, shout out, he can't possibly. He's a state trooper in South Dakota now.
He can listen. This is heard around the world, even South Dakota.
Oh yeah, I guess you do have the ex-cop. Like that. You guys.
Yeah,
you guys have the. You guys like to hear each other. Like you have the. It's
hey,
like,
tell us, did you ever shoot a guy? Me too. Hey, did your guy cry? No. Mercy shot to the head. No big deal. What color was your guy? White. Oh.
Merry Christmas.
High five. Let's talk in 10 codes. I think the citizens know what we're talking about.
Not dying. I am so proud of Obama
for not dying.
Making it. Oh. Do you remember when he got when they were voting him in on the first time when they were like, oh shit, first black president, this is gonna get some fucking Abe Lincoln shit.
Yeah,
this is gonna be some JFK shit. This is gonna be absolutely. The white supremacists are gonna fucking rise up and fucking have a great idea to.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, didn't the KKK almost kill? Didn't they try to assassinate Janet Reno?
I didn't know
I think that was the thing,
so.
like back in the day when she was still like a Floridian lady before she got
Well, yeah, I think you're right.
Wasn't she a judge in Florida or some shit?
I'm just surprised that we still talk about the KKK. I'm like, I thought they were done.
How are you still relevant? I barely get how the Masons are still going on. I get it, but I don't get it because of the internet should have exposed you all. It's mostly pedophiles.
Well, the internet has exposed them to a certain extent. Have you heard about Anonymous and what they're doing?
No, what is Anonymous doing?
It looks like a freaking made for Hollywood science fiction thing. Here's a message from them, a legit message. They're expert at hacking. And they take down, they expose people's names, they take down their websites. Here's a message from Anonymous. Hold on.
Hello, citizens of the world. We are Anonymous. It is time to realize social media is a solid platform for ISIS's communication as well as neutering their ideas of terror among youth. But at the same time, social media has proven that it is an advanced weapon.
Yeah.
We must all work together.
I mean, right?
Social media to eliminate.
And they've done some stuff.
That was some real.
Yeah, that was from their website.
They've upgraded because they never had inflection in their computer voices before. And now they were really creepy with the Guy Fawkes Max. Hello, citizens.
I cut a bit from Rachel Maddow, who gives us the genesis of Anonymous, and it dates back just a couple of years, actually.
December 2012, just a few days after the tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut, the rather infamous Westboro Baptist Church of Topeka, Kansas, they announced plans that they would protest at a vigil for the victims of the Sandy Hook shooting. Not too long after their announcement, a barrage of personal contact information for Westboro Baptist Church members turned up online.
I loved
the Twitter account.
That was
for
the
the
first
Westboro
time?
Baptist Church leaders.
Yeah. It's amazing it took
leader,
that long. Yeah.
Was hacked. The Westboro Baptist Church's website was taken down off the internet. It was an all-out cyber attack. And the self-proclaimed proud perpetrators of this attack on the Westboro Baptist Church folks was the hacker group that calls itself Anonymous. In the end, the Westboro folks decided that they would not show up to protest the vigil for the people who were killed at Sandy Hook. But the Westboro Baptist Church folks have not escaped the wrath of Anonymous since then. Anonymous continues to run a fake Facebook account dedicated to the group. It's called the official Westboro Baptist Church Facebook page, y'all. Church leaders, Marilyn Manson, Anonymous, and Captain Crunch. Cover photo reads, God loves cats.
No, the government guy in me wants to hate these guys, but everything they've done for the most part, I love.
Awesome. It's just on point.
They've exposed KKK. They've messed with the ISIL websites and stuff.
Yeah, the Ashley Madison thing. I mean, this is all awesome. I just love it.
It's kind of it.
I want to join. That's what I'm saying. Anonymous, if you're out there, I will wear the mask.
Just give me your name. I'll give you a call.
I completely. I would tell. Yeah, I want in on the club, but like you can't be part of it. Like that's like the game. This is like a secret society. I get it.
Yeah, I wonder how they do get new members.
But do you guys know about like deep web? I don't know anything about it, but I know it exists.
Yeah,
I know that's where you go if you want. I want to hire a hacker. I want like a hacker friend.
Yeah, the dark web. Yeah,
Rusty likes to hack.
Thing with the deep web is most of it is legit. Most of it's your personal emails and accounts and all that stuff. But yeah, there's a sliver in the dark web that is drug dealing and
I don't need drugs. You can't get drugs in real life. Dude, don't get drugs off the internet from it's.
I don't have any Bitcoins, so I can't buy anything.
I don't even know how to get a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's like you have to play Super Mario Brothers, and then you have to get the coin, and then you have to email. Mario emails you his coins, and then those are Bitcoins, and then you can only spend them at the Nintendo world of the deep web.
How does that work? It's like all this, Monopoly money. Look how rich I am, and then someone goes, "No, dude, that's crap."
Dude, you're internet rich. Bitcoins, dude.
Bitcoins.
Can you buy a boat with Bitcoins? Can you buy a house with Bitcoins?
Speaking of houses,
no, not if it's Greek.
Are you guys traveling for Thanksgiving?
No, thank God.
No. Joe and I are going to.
People
what are you doing on Thanksgiving? Let's hang out.
I'm going down to the fam.
Oh, never mind.
Where are they at?
They now live in a tiny. I almost don't want to say the town, so because then they'll go like the shootings are going to be up in Prior Lake.
Yeah, you're right by me. You're right by me.
Yeah. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? You don't have any plans?
I'm going to see I'm going to go with my sisters, but I'm free all around Thanksgiving. So.
The kids?
Yeah, no, I don't have kids this year. See, it's a date.
So Craigslist worked. You got rid of your kids.
Yeah, you got rid of my kids.
Wonderful mothers.
You know what you can get for a 9-year-old girl? A lot of money on Craigslist.
Jesus,
dude.
Oh, I didn't mean to go there. Oh, that sounded bad. Yeah. No, I just meant
Don't
I sold
worry,
it.
Dude, you just Gerald Fogeled yourself. You're taking a subway to prison.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Yeah. I was about to talk Thanksgiving, but do it.
Before we get into this, because there's a thing with this whole Jared Fogle thing. Got me all ramped up.
You see how fat he is, by the way, going to prison? He's like 10 years. He's like, screw it, I'm going to eat a pound cake.
Yeah.
He started as a giant human being.
Yeah.
With a secret.
Yeah.
That he needed to just keep, and he just ate that secret, and he kept it down with the food, and then he started eating the Subway sandwiches. Subway got him as they made him a beautiful human being, like a skinny.
I wouldn't go that far.
And then what I mean? Like he was like. For himself, we had all this.
Hey, he looks mediocre. He looks
famous.
Really good.
All the kids knew him, and then he got back into his old ways. The only thing that was stopping him from being a pedophile was his 500 pounds. He was eating his problem to keep it inside.
I think you're right.
Subway unleashed this
It
beast.
probably
This demon on.
It probably did two things. It mentally
$5
diverted his.
footlongs.
It probably his obesity, probably his eating, mentally diverted his urges, and then belly got so big he couldn't see his dick anymore. This huge thing just covered it up.
Yes, and so it was
problem solved. Slide me over a pizza and a.
Do you think he still has those pants that he always holds up? And if they let him take those to prison with him, hey, I'm almost there. I'm almost back to normal.
You know what he is? You know what he is?
But I'm a tree.
Yeah, good luck in prison, dude.
Yeah, I think it's going to go pretty well for him.
This Jared Fogel's a man that should have died in his own house as an 800-pound man, and they had to cut the wall out, and that's the news that you should have heard about Jared Fogle.
Hey.
But then somebody made him skinny, and now he's a pedophile, and now he's going to die in prison.
New guy. Get over here with your man boobs.
At least the architecture doesn't get to be ruined. No one has to ruin a house.
Here's my other guess. He's probably going to get raped in prison, but he'll probably like it. Like, prison's the best thing that ever happened.
I'm the happiest bottom.
They go to visit Jared.
Why didn't I go to prison earlier? All this time.
How's prison? It's great, but these guys are really old. I'm used to really young
Who's that?
boyfriends.
Ben Carson that says, yeah, prison makes you gay.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's
Ben
true.
Carson, you know what he is?
Gay.
He saw New Jersey, thousands of Muslims.
Yeah.
Yes.
The video.
He can't even keep his eyes open and enunciate.
I didn't see the video. I'm sorry.
I saw a video. I think it's something on MTV, but it's the same thing.
With that arithmetic, and I saw UFOs land in Jersey, and no, you're just watching TV. No, I saw Harrison Ford with a snake, and he hated it, and it was in New Jersey. No, you're watching cable television. No, nope, I disagree. Herbie wanted to be a dentist.
Oh my God, there's terrorists on Air Force One. The world isn't. No, sir, you're watching
Die Hard.
You're watching Air Force One.
Yeah.
Sir Harrison Ford. Sir, a 45-year-old Harrison Ford is not currently president of the United States.
Look out this window. You can see it like it's a flat screen, sir. It's not a window. Not a window. It's television. Are you sure?
Your Ben Carson impersonation is dead on. Seriously, you've been practicing that, haven't you?
Dead on.
Boy. Whoa. You may want to unplug that thing.
I don't know what that was.
I mean,
so travel plans, of course, they're now screwed up.
Also breaking tonight, a new worldwide travel alert just issued by the State Department, warning all Americans of an increased terror threat around the globe. Comes during one of the busiest travel weeks of the year in the United States. Law enforcement agencies across the country, they are bracing themselves right now. What are the major challenges facing law enforcement, if you will, Homeland Security, the FBI, going into this big holiday weekend?
The big challenge always, Wolf, in these cases are trying to read the mind of the people that might carry out an attack.
Who names their kid Wolf, by the way?
terrorists going to be getting crazy this time of year, Wolf.
One thing, if they're trying to organize a cell, if they've intercepted conversations or an informant has told them that there's going to be an attack at a certain place and time, but if they have cells that they're monitoring, which they have 900 cases right now in the FBI, in those cases, when is the person going to go operational? The only way to know in some cases would be to read their mind.
If it doesn't buy turkey.
And this is the ISIS.
They're terrorists if they don't buy turkeys. He got some tiny birds. That doesn't count.
And there's concern that these terrorists can get weapons quite easily in the United States, and very powerful weapons at that, and concern that ISIS could send over some of these European extremists it's recruiting and training in Syria and Iraq, and the evidence from this past plot in Paris suggests at least some of these attackers could have got to the United States. That's the most likely way, I think, ISIS can get a plot through against America.
All right, so this is the song we need to play when we have them. Just nonstop play this song and make this earworm.
What's going on? I mean, what's going on with her? She was really popular. Now she's like she's the Alanis Morissette of right now, where everyone's just on her. They just hate her.
I don't know who this
Who, Adele?
Yeah, Adele.
It's the opposite. She's poised to set records.
I know, but everyone's
and you hit
bitching.
the radio,
Yeah.
pick a station, pop station, and you'll hear this song.
But everyone's just bitching about her.
Oh. Smart people are bitching about
it's probably, You don't like her either?
I like her. I don't like that this song has been shoved into my head, and it has literally been on a loop for 3 days.
I have
in
not
my
heard
head.
this, thank
Well,
God. I don't know where I've been.
Listen, Joe.
Yeah, me neither.
This will
I'm
go
gonna take
into
this
your
in.
brain.
Is this one of them sad songs?
Yeah, here we
Love?
go. Listen
Lost
to this.
Love.
Oh, you're screwed.
Oh no.
It's getting
Yeah,
stuck right
it's a
now.
little catchy. Yep.
You're going to hear
Son of a bitch!
You're
I'm gonna be in the
you're
car,
welcome.
and I'm gonna be listening to something else.
Yeah. Oh, wait. It's in there a little. I got to cement it, though. Hold on.
Oh God! Oh no! It's
Yeah.
never gonna.
You know what? Actually,
I'm gonna be
that works.
singing this in the shower. I'm gonna be singing it. I'm gonna sing myself to sleep. It's gonna.
You're going to have a trebling gun in your hand and go, please make it stop.
God, and when did you stop being happy? Well, I was late for this podcast. And,
All right, we'll change it up a little bit.
hey, is that actor, Paul Giamatti?
He looks a little.
Wait.
No. He's got better hair and thinned out a little bit.
Joe's looking at the monitor for you listeners.
Were you a fan of Dave Letterman?
Yes.
Were you sad when he left?
Yeah, but it was time to go. Like, he's been, like, really lazy for, like, a decade.
Yeah, all right.
You know, like, all right, but I loved it. Like, he just got into the, like, that was his thing. Was the, whatever, I don't care. I don't care.
Yeah.
But, like, he started, like, the war of, like, you know, like, between him and Leno.
Yeah.
Like, he should have gotten the Tonight Show.
Yeah.
Like, that was, like, the biggest snub that he never got it. And now it's gone to what it is.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's great now, but the fact that he never got it, he should have had his, like, Jay got it 17 times. He got to come and leave whenever he wanted. Like,
Jay was forced to retire and then saying, I kind of want it back.
I feel
That
bad
was
for
weird.
him, and that was a pretty good Jay.
Hey, guys. Hey, I kind of want it back.
But him and I feel bad for him and God, Joan Rivers.
Oh, yeah, Joan.
Because they both got snubbed from the
Yeah,
they both should have had a little stint.
Yeah.
And you know, the fact
Great
that,
documentary on Joan if you've not seen it.
I saw it.
Awesome,
live.
right?
Not live. Like I was at the.
She was celebrating with terrorists.
They filmed it in New Jersey.
Thousands of terrorists. I went to
What's
the
that?
opening.
Jones on the phone? This is not Joan Rivers. Shut up.
I went to the screening when it opened.
Yeah.
And I actually got to meet Jo. Like, she was there. She was
Wow.
answering a bunch of questions, and so we were sitting on. So after she was answering a bunch of questions, and then she went to leave and went out one side of the theater, and everybody followed her, right? So she was like shaking hands, trying to sign her. And so we left on the other door, and when we walked out, I realized that there was. I was like, you know, this theater is the whole block. So if we just like walk down to the end of the block and cut over and cut back, I'm sure that there's nobody on the other side of the door. There's hundreds of people on this side of the door.
Right.
But there's nobody in the. She's got to walk 15 feet to the limo. I'm like, maybe we can. So we just.
You're
Clever little bastard, aren't you?
Trying to
I got
walk-
Joe Cocozzello.
A little bit of a terrorist thing.
Joe Cocozzello, I can do what I want.
So you got your moment when she came out?
When she came out, we just got to, and I got to ask her a question when she was doing the Q&As, which was awesome. Which I asked, which was the next. I was like, Carson made a lot of people made. Carson made a lot of comics.
Yeah.
For comedians, what is the next show?
Did she mention Twin Cities Hit Show?
Yeah. What did she say?
She said that just with the way that that media and television is, that it's not just one show anymore.
Yeah.
It's a whole. You just keep putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden, it either the populace takes you or they don't, and it's like
You know who's had a few hits this way is the Howard Stern radio show, the Sirius channel. He got Amy Schumer by her being on his show.
Yeah.
Judd Apatow was listening and said, "You got to make a movie."
Yeah.
And then Trainwreck, and now her career has exploded.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there's been a couple of folks that that Howard Stern has had on his show. Stephen
Opie
Colbert.
and Anthony did it too. With they made they gave Patrice and what's that mean?
That's me.
I don't know.
They give they boosted Bill Burr into like a status of, and Bill Burr is just a monster.
just monstrous.
He was at the Orpheum about a month ago.
For some reason, like I took a gig, not knowing that Bill Burr was going to also be in town. It was like I was like, that's still like. I was like, I've never wanted to like get out of doing work more, and I was so pissed that I could not.
Well, Stephen Colbert has taken over for Letterman, and
I love it.
I've turned into a big fan, and
I love
so the reason we were playing some turkey music because last night he did a few prank phone calls to the Butterball Turkey Hotline. He goes, I know they're going to be extremely busy as you get closer to Thanksgiving, but tonight they can't be that busy. So he called, and evidently it was a room of 5, and he kept getting the same group of people a couple of times. But here's I edited out a couple of moments here of his Butterball prank calls.
Here's how I prepare my turkey. I have deep, unresolved feelings of rage, and they come out when I baste the turkey. I do what I call hate basting, where I just jab it with the baster and pretend it's the face of people who have wronged me. Here's my question. Will that flavor come out in the turkey?
Well, that's not our department here. We're the cooking line. We're the experts. So
I understand.
We
got you on the
You
phone.
don't
I got
have
you on
to
the
do
phone,
it
though. As long as I got you on the phone here. I mean, don't you ever need to let off some steam?
You betcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Halloween is easy because I've done some unspeakable things to a pumpkin.
That's good. A really broken character. I like that.
Yeah, well, he's trying. He's himself. He's not in character anymore.
Yeah, it is wonderful because he's played that character for so long, and
that
it
was
was
hard to
almost you almost become that person.
Yeah,
it's so hard to not.
Yeah, and it was funny too because that character, that ultra right wing boob, that Bill Riley type of character. He actually had fans who were buying in and loving that he was saying these things.
Yes, exactly.
They're like, no, don't you get he's spoofing you guys? He's making fun of your idiot opinions.
Do you get it now?
But, yeah.
Now that he's playing himself?
Yeah.
Like
he wasn't that guy, actually.
It was Comedy Central. Just because he followed Jon
Yeah.
Stewart's Real News didn't mean that he was real.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, here's another prank phone call to the
I am loving
Butterball
this.
Turkey
I am
Hotline.
loving
Here it
this,
comes.
I'm in a new relationship, and I'm dating a guy who walks around with a big hoodie and a mini stereo that blasts reggaeton. And in certain ways, I'm ashamed of him and even repulsed by him, but our sexual chemistry is like nothing I've ever experienced. And for the first time in 30 years, I feel like I'm alive. My question is, should I tent the bird with foil, or should I let it roast uncovered? I'm trying to do a turducken this year, and I'm trying to get the duck into the turkey, but the turkey is having none of it. It keeps running away.
Butterball Turkey Talk Line. This is Charla.
Charla, maybe you could settle something for me. Is it baby in the bassinet and turkey in the oven? Because I'm babysitting here, and I've smoked a fair amount of PCP. Alice, I enjoy a crouton-based stuffing with my Thanksgiving dinner, but my sister-in-law enjoys crack cocaine at all times of the year. Do I still have to invite her to dinner this year?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
There you go. There's still time to Craig call the Butterball Turkey Hotline, by the way.
Put that number. We'll put that number on our
Today's
website.
the day to do it.
Please.
That was adorable.
That's adorable.
I really like that.
Do you have Thanksgiving traditions, Joe? What are you guys going to do? Do you play board games? Do you watch the TV?
The traditions are the classic: you eat
Yeah.
too much. I fall asleep at the beginning of the Dallas game. I wake up around halftime. I get they give me the clips of what I slept through. Dessert, coffee, and then either. So usually we all go, back our separate ways, and I haven't had a family Thanksgiving in a while. I've been
uninvited
in New York for the last 8 years, and I used to come back every year and play the joke joint with Tommy Thompson. That time to you get busy, you're doing other things, and. But now that I'm back, this is the first Thanksgiving in like 8 years, so I'm really excited.
Wow, love it.
My parents moved into this new house, and it's got like one of them endless pools.
Oh yeah,
like the
infinity pool.
Is it infinity?
Whose parents are wealthy? Joe?
Nah, they're retiring. They wanted to get because I was helping my mom buy. She was looking at houses, and she was going and it was the perfect retiring house because it's like. You know,
now, Joe, are you still doing the comedy thing? You could sleep in the basement.
Yeah, all right. It's got like a nice little guesty room in the basement. Like Dad can have the office. There's heated floors for the old feet. You know, there's like a soaking tub
for the old feet.
It's really like once you hit a certain age, you want to retire to a house that's like, they had the family house and it was just too much.
Oh yeah.
And so it's, but it has one of them, like it has a room with I thought it was called an endless pool. It's like just a pool inside a room, and then it has the motor that pushes
so
the
you can
water,
do a lap.
so you can
do stationary.
Just stationary
right.
swimming.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or it's like a fucking bubbly sauna. Or so it's temperature controlled.
Oh,
pool.
sweet God's sake!
Yeah. And now that they bought this, I'm like, okay, so
they must be
you
so
guys
proud
haven't
of you.
seen Mexico. You guys should go vacation in Mexico
right.
and let me pet sit. I'm gonna take care, make sure.
We don't have pets, Joe.
Yeah, they got this little dog. They got a little dog.
They got dog.
This is fun, guys. I'm having a blast over here.
You're going to have to come back.
On time this time. Next time.
Yeah, you have to come back. And Chuck, you're going to your sister's?
Yeah, I'll be at my sister's.
Nice.
Oh, are we done? Is this the end of the week? No, but we have one tomorrow, don't we?
We do have a show tomorrow. We have a gal from St. Jude Children's Hospital who is a part of the Golden Globes Red Carpet Gala. Very unique event. It just started a couple years ago. Only a few markets do it. We're one of them, where they simulcast the Golden Globes. Her husband happens to be top dog at DreamWorks. He's the chief marketing officer for DreamWorks, so he's hooked up. So we're going to tell folks how they can be part of this year's Red Carpet for Hope, get some Hollywood inside gossip. She's friends with J.J. Abrams. He's got this little Star Wars movie coming out. Dan is in tomorrow, right? Dan Miller?
Brian Miller.
Brian Miller?
Yeah.
Brian Miller?
Dan's cousin.
I will call him Dan. Brian Miller is coming in. He does movies, right?
He does movies.
So we'll have movie talk.
I was over at the Millers once, and I met Dan Miller, Brian's brother. We'll jerk off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm doing a show with Brian on Saturday. Sort of. Actually, that is a total stretch.
Wow, let's go back. Let's back this. Hold on, Ben Carson.
I'm
I'm
like an idiot. Signed up for the Joke Joint contest, and I am up for my 5 minutes attempted fame on the night that Brian Miller is headlining.
Okay.
On Saturday.
So you're right. You're in.
Yeah.
That's.
Yeah, I'm doing a show with Brian Miller. I'll probably, warm up the crowd for 5 minutes.
I was in Jersey and I saw thousands of Muslims. Who lets him speak without writing it? All right, Mr. Trump, just read the fucking teleprompter. We wrote the words, and it just moves with your words. We'll move it with you. And I'm gonna go off script here. Like it's like, oh Jesus fucking Christ, oh God. I could have been on the Hillary campaign. I was working in.
My computer stopped. I'm going to start it again. We're going to end the show with Freddie Mercury died on this day, November 24th, back in 1991. And I happen to like Fred.
Yeah.
You call him Fred.
Legacy.
He's growing on me.
He's got a legacy.
He's growing on me.
Which it's
like AIDS.
Hey,
what's Charlie Sheen's legacy gonna be?
Yeah, right.
No, Major League. He had Major League. I'll always love him from Major League.
Platoon.
Platoon.
He was the young innocent in Platoon.
Yeah. See,
you imagine Charlie Sheen as a young innocent? Yeah.
The legacy.
Wow,
Wall Street.
That's right.
Hey, Emilio can finally take over as the better.
All right. Well, have a good Tuesday.
Yeah.
Joe, thanks for coming in.
Dude, thank you guys for having me on.
We want you back as soon as you can after the holidays, all right?
Anytime, yeah. I'm right around the corner, and now that I know the appropriate timetable, yeah. Maybe I'll just sneak out, I'm going to throw rocks at the window. And, let me back in!
Shinny on up. Get your ass up here. All right, have a good Tuesday, everyone. Twin Cities Hit Show!